But that was, I think, a big part of why the hero was so busted.
So the Aghanim Scepter used to do the whole Infernal Blade plus break and duration thing. Now it does the reduces cooldown on Doom, and Doom in turn causes break.
Okay.
Just in general?
And then the Ag Shard does a lighter version of what it used to, where it bashes for longer for double the duration, and it gives it the level death.
I missed
multiple
that.
of 3.
Level death. Just a question mark for the.
I mean, it was.
I hated that concept when it was level death in original Dota. I hate it still. Why?
Because it's fun.
Silly.
Like, you count as 3. I don't know. It's like the number of the beast, right? If you're, maybe it should be if you're level 6.
333. That's the number of the beast.
Well, 666
the
would
smaller
still
beast,
be
the half
bonus
beast.
damage.
So he's a mini Lucifer. Is that what you're saying?
Well, he's not the big
The
boy.
horned one, the little horn, 333. What does that make 33?
The tinier Lucifer?
So he's Doom when he eats a golem shard and then
He's
dies
the
and breaks
Doom.
into the mini
He's
Doom.
Chibi Doom.
Oh, okay. I'm getting it now.
Good.
I'm picking up on this this occultist math that's going on here.
He's better than our NA math.
What is you doing, baby?
He's being very aggressive, and perhaps he's been just a little bit too aggressive because he's got a lot of quills on him. Nefert's chasing them down, and that's going to be our first blood.
I mean, I actually think that might be worth just because of how much regen they got out of Nefert there. But he will have more mangoes and root, I'm sure. I love doing mid against Puck, man. This is just... It's similar to why I like DK against Puck. You can't harass him. Like, Puck wins lanes by pressuring, and you just can't do that to Doom. He's just going to eat creeps and giggle at you, and then last hit his creeps with more damage than you because he's melee with the Quelling Blade. And push the lane with fire. Yeah. Good stuff.
They're really having a rough time, too, in this top lane on the side of Extremum. The Mars was chunked down pretty fast early on, was forced to use that salve. It's Palantimos and Coddle just running out nonstop.
So another thing that nerfed to Doom, Devour went from 2 regen to 1 at level 1.
I mean, that's actually become somewhat significant.
Yeah.
This early in the game.
And then it goes 6 to 5 at level 2. So I think those are pretty pertinent to the laning phase. And then Scorched Earth went down a 1 second duration.
All right.
It's really just, it was typically a support or an off lane. And that's because you needed to eat that big creep to kind of have a presence. Whereas now, because you can't do it, you sort of have to be mid, where just a little bit of regen is enough to give you a bit of an edge. But yeah, I mean, you could just eat a Satyr. Like, it was so bad. You would show up to lane and eat a big Satyr. You have a 150 damage nuke and 6 regen. Like, it's like 2 items in 1. It's absurd. Bottom lane is going very well for Extreme. Top not so much, but they're surviving. Do you like Coddle in the safe lane? Kind of like him off lane a bit more.
I think he can put more pressure down, generally speaking, in that off lane. It's not really like a save hero, right? Like, I feel like that's usually better placed with your core in case they have someone very aggressive. You have some way of, stunning or slowing them down.
I prefer him in the safe lane because I actually think that more often than not, the off-lane duo is more powerful in the laning phase. While simultaneously, your carry really wants solo experience, and Coddle offers you an answer to both of those things. It's hard to win a lane against Coddle because he nukes the wave into you, and you could just push the waves nonstop. Couple that with being able to pull, and you've got yourself a carry that's getting solo experience at a really fast level 5.
It's a nice body box. I'm sure. I wish one of them had gotten Orb of Venom in this lane. They were going to play as aggressively on the Coddle as they are. Imagine Shachlam might think about it.
Yeah, why doesn't our Spirit have one?
I do like this rotation, though, making sure that they can collect the Pikachu. Everyone's just bullying this Doom. They do force the rotation, though, the TP at least, rather. So
G is a aggressive player. I like him on Death Prophet. It is much less likely for him to feed making maneuvers like that.
Probably seeing some stacking going on here, but Chu does have to be careful because Pikachu's here, and he's going to be dishing out a decent chunk of damage, trying to get some of these body blocks off with the Illuminate. One more hit. Almost manages to get that neutral denial, but not quite. And with him down, that's going to give a little bit more breathing room here for Palantimos.
Melodrill's having a really nice laning phase, though. I like the double null into Glove of Haste, too. It's super value nowadays, even on an intelligence hero, once you have this much base damage. He didn't need a bottle. You know, he just wanted to make sure he could outlast it, the Doom, and trade effectively, which he was certainly able to do so. 35 and 10. Nearly flawless CS, to be honest.
Been a very calm game. This is just so strange to me after, you know, years of watching CIS of them just running at one another. It seems very conservative and very measured, especially when you consider the fact that you do have such skirmishy kind of heroes, especially with that bristleback in the bottom lane. Dreamcoil gets used over in the mid. Know that one of those TPs are indeed on cooldown. Does have to be a little bit careful, though. The Doom comes out over onto the puck. Pikachu, he's trying to get over there. He wants to finally get the last hit off. Is he going to be able to? Yes, he does. He takes down Melodoo. And now Chu, he can't quite get over there fast enough. He's just a little bit too slow. So the tips are coming out. And Pikachu's feeling real good right now.
So he ate the catapult, and the digest time is quite high. 14.5 base regen, and that's the danger of puck. You have static damage output. Doom regens through most of it, and if you don't get the kill, like, look how, you know, he's dominating the lane, and suddenly you don't feel good at all. And you're no longer going to be able to kill Doom for the rest of this game without significant amounts out.
He also went range up.
True.
Which is critically important right there in that moment.
Well done, Pikachu.
Good call.
I love it. Phase drums, you can't go wrong. Throughout the last decade of Dota 2, Doom can buy phase drums, and it's just fine.
I guess the only bright side to this is that now you have the Doom on cooldown for a bit, right? Ooh, Nefert's Courier gets fallen here. Silence up. So you're going to chase after this Bloodseeker. It's not looking very good for him. So Ghost Stick will end up dying in the bottom lane.
Yeah, I like that more bristles are putting a point or two into the queue early on. We used to see everybody just skipping it, but it's just not the right move. It's such a value ability. 16 mana for a huge slow and a ton of minus armor. But yeah, I mean, using Doom to kill the enemy mid is something you're always going to be happy with. It's really tough to make Doom rotations anyways nowadays as a mid Doom.
That's true. You kind of need some sort of other mobility item to, or a Rune of Opportunity.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's kind of supposed to be Puck's one way to play against the Doom, is the fact that you know Doom wants to be kind of stationary and sit in his lane for a while. You're supposed to be able to be the ones making reactions and forcing him to move to areas of the map he doesn't want to.
Well, it doesn't seem to be the case here, unfortunately.
Yeah, instead he tried to man up and kill the Doom, which honestly was very close. If he had the Earth Spirit rotation slightly faster, it would have been fine.
I also would have liked to see him switch up his build to go either 3-3 or 2-4 in this game, because Max Silence is just, well, much more likely to be a kill here. Either that or just wait for Chu a bit.
Yeah, I think if Chu connected there, it would have been a different story. But look at this, just runs away.
Yeah, what a difference it would have been. Wait 2 seconds, kill the Doom. Even if he still gets off Doom, then you could probably deny the Puck.
And then Puck's also getting that experience for the kill, too.
That experiences.
Yeah, keep in mind, every minute, or actually it's 40 seconds, Doom gets a bonus 100 gold, just because he's eating creeps. It's the other benefit of the hero. Built-in acceleratory, or 70 seconds. Forgot that was changed as well. Static cooldown now. It's the mana cost, yeah. I swear, sometimes because things have changed so much that I get things confused just because I'm like remembering things from a patch ago.
No, that makes sense. And I mean, that's one of the reasons why we love Dota 2 is the fact that it is constantly changing, evolving. We're seeing crazy stuff like, you know, a Death Prophet 5, which in the past we would have been like, what the heck are you doing with that? And then sometimes you just watch OG pick a 5-core lineup and you're like, oh, I can't wait to see what happens with this. And, you know? Death Prophet, though, not looking super great here. Is pretty fast, though. Might be able to just run away. In fact, they don't want to fight into Nefrit. They know that he can just stack up all that lovely quills and snot and very easily turn this around into a kill, so.
Uh-oh.
Chu? Gonna have to TP out. Looks like they're not interested in chasing him, at least, so.
I don't think they can see him there. The tree.
Yeah, that could have been.
It's tree vision. It's the wildest thing. I recommend if you're trying to improve your gameplay, just go tree. Go out with a friend and find these weird tree spots. There's another one like up under the Radiant, by the Radiant tier 2, that's very similar. There's a tree, yeah, right in there. That
Isn't
spot
that
as well.
that's the IO spot, right?
Yeah. You just aren't seen unless you come in from the exact right angle. Shoo.
He was a little off the mark today.
It's not really gonna be a kill threat anyway. Like you're just not killing Doom. He has 1500 health and he's 15 regen.
Does seem a
Ooh.
bit odd that he's off on these though. All right, well, smokes are getting picked up on both sides. Pikachu finds himself a nice stack here. Nibble up one of these creeps.
25 regen. Good luck, folks. I can't believe more people don't pick this hero.
Ooh, top lane though. Sashlo finding the opening, gets a nice pick off on Slayer. There's a lot of little pickups
Ooh.
going on.
I love the choice of an Atos in this game. So effective against both Puck and Earth Spirit and Death Robber, really. Like the silence is just so key. And you are somewhat limited on lockdown. I just think Atos Bloodseeker is the truth. You see it more often. And then, of course, you can go for the Gleipnir. Is that how it's pronounced?
It's either Gleipnir or Gleipnir.
I'm a little
My,
rusty on my ancient Norse.
Yeah. I do know that there are the shackles that are supposed to hold
Oh,
that.
God.
Oh yeah, that's a dead, very dead Puck over here. Two trying to just buy a little bit more time, but with that Hadouken, this is most likely a very dead Puck, and I don't think they're gonna be able to go and deny him at all.
Oh!
Never mind. Never mind, but that's still a Puck that they don't have to worry about. Sashlo over on the side throws out the spear. There's a big rotation over to the mid lane. And they use the Exorcism in the top, just trying to put some pressure on the map anywhere, but it's not as effective. I mean, it's damage, right? You're happy with getting some damage on the tower. You have to get something done because the mid was just heavily dove.
You can take those, though. Puck denied, Doom squandered, you get a counter kill. The vision from Unique, though, is the big issue for Extremum right now. The quad ward littering the enemy side of the river. Perfect vision for Unique to make plays on for the next few minutes. So they're going to look to do just control that enemy jungle. Their tower pressure is a bit weak, but roster wards will be up soon. Things get simpler. Shackler will have a blink, and that is where things can get a little dicey. You get a arena off on 2 or 3 with Bristle in the center of it. That's a hell of a lot of damage.
I looked it up. I see a lot of different pronunciations, but
I
it
think it's
seems like
Gleipnir.
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 Thanks, Kat.
Sure. That's what I'm here for.
The flayed ones keep you safe.
Well, that was a highly underwhelming Dream Coil.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They just hightailed it out of there. They don't want to have to deal with it.
Yeah.
And the pressure's on here in the bottom lane. I like it. But they did manage to take the top using the Exorcism and with the Mars joining in the fight. Feels like you want to defend this, right? You don't want to just let your mid tower go down easy.
Look at here. Coil's up soon. And yeah, the backstab coming. Shackler is a blank. This is a real risky fight for Unique. You do not want to be multi-man arena'd. In fact, I think you might just have to let this go down. They're going to glyph, but with a Wraith King as your carry, I just don't know if this is the right move to defend. And they're
looks like
wisely
back off.
backing away.
But, I mean, you still have your Wraith King just farming using the space. Because that was a lot of dedication just for that mid tower.
It's one of those even exchanges. I think both teams made the right play. It's something I remember Fly used to say all the time. Like, typically it was about our own safe lane, but if you're going to defend a tower, do it and commit. Have 5 in a spot like that, because the alternative is usually you end up losing the tower, defending late, and you lose heroes, and that's just game losing.
Ooh, Bignum. He's got to hightail it out of there. He went and dropped those Serpent Wards, but look at the TPs coming out there. Blink forward. Sashlo hoping that he can grab someone, but they've already hightailed it out, so they get a decent amount of damage on this tier 1 bottom, but they don't manage to finish it off. But more pressure now that they know that the teleports went down bottom. They can put some pressure on the mid tower, so a little bit of bait and switch.
Got great vision up too, so they see this coming a mile away.
Am I crazy? Do I feel like I feel like Unique's like 5 minutes from winning this game, or like having like such an insurmountable lead? They've got Doom Wraith King,
Yeah.
and they're just being allowed to kind of free farm. There's not a ton of pressure on their side of the map.
Yeah. Bristleback does not do enough damage to win this game by himself, especially with a Vanguard first, which isn't a bad item.
Oh,
but-
no.
Hello.
Pikachu finds the puck yet again.
Oh,
They do
good
buy a little
save.
bit more time, though, because they drop the arena. And there's going to be a lot of ghostly ladies dancing around, but they managed to go and shackle up the Death Prophet. This is a position 5, though. Pikachu forced to run away. He's already got that Doom down. Bignum will fall. And now Pikachu's trying to climb out. Not going to be able to. Gets murdered by Chew as Ghostic makes his way over to the mid lane and just starts to push out the wave. Tries to put some more damage on the mid tower. But a nice fight here from EXTREMUM.
I will say the only thing is the Wraith King is free farming, sure, but he is going for the armlet build. And
Radiant's middle tower is
ultimately,
under attack.
wait,
What? No, he switched it up.
he did? Okay, I was going to say. 'Cause
Yeah, that makes me feel
Radiant.
awful.
yeah,
is
I was
better,
going to,
yeah.
because if he's playing this
Yeah.
way, going armlet, I would have felt a little worried, but because he's going Radiance, like to your point, they're going to outscale. We know this now for sure. And they do lose 2, but they defend the tower, they get the Extra, they get the coil, you know, all spells used.
Yeah, that was definitely kind of what I felt like EXTREMUM needed to do. They just gotta force some more fights. I was just a bit worried watching this
Yeah.
Mars like TP down to bottom lane. They don't find a fight. They rotate to mid. They see the rotation coming. They don't find a fight there either. So I'm just like, oh, this kind of sucks if they're not being allowed to find any of those team fights when they are stronger than Unique right now.
It's like one of those weird spots where Extreme, they like get 2 kills, they win a fight, but that's to keep the game even.
Yeah.
It doesn't really pull them ahead.
Yeah.
The onus on them, they like have to get things done. And it's good they finally find that connection. Again, a very passive game, 6-2, 16 minutes in. It is a game 3, it is critical. Both these teams in the lower half right now of the standings. You need a win here. Not just because you dream of being top 2, but you definitely don't want to be bottom 2.
But you also can't play timid like a mouse either, especially with the draft coming out from the side of EXTREMUM. Obviously, you know, you take the appropriate fights, but it just...
I will say, G makes me change my mind about Death Prophet 5. I was like, I'll try it, and then I watched it a couple times. So I was like, it's real hit or miss. But G makes it look really strong, especially in that last team fight.
I think it has to do with the lineup too, right? Like Kyle keeps saying, like having the build around it.
Oh, I mean, he has, I think, the perfect item. Like, this is done. Their 5 Death Prophet is going to enable this Roshan. The Medallion helping it even more. He could pop ult if necessary. I guess the Bristleback's pretty key as well, plus that DD on the puck. But this is a great timing.
But they did just get the Radiance online now for the Wraith King, so he is going to become a bigger threat and start really joining in these fights.
I think they might want to wait for his next item before they force something, but I'm sure he will at least be teleporting the next time his team wants to tango.
Just have to be careful though, standing over here on the high ground. Rest of the team, they'll find the Bristleback. It's going to be ruptured, silenced up.
The Aegis, folks.
We're just going to push him away. Pikachu, feeling like he wants to commit on this. He's kind of dancing around a little bit. They look a little like bots right now in this middle lane. Can't quite decide. Do we want to go in on that? Probably not, though. He does have the Aegis. He is a Bristleback. He is the difficult hero to take down.
His Unique are prize fighters. They're looking for the one punch. It's all they need. Don't take a bad fight. Take the little loss. Fold the hand. More often than not, all you need is the one big showdown.
Mixing metaphors a little bit, are we?
Hey, man.
I was like, fold the hand. That's not a boxing term. What?
Can they get the jump on the Death Prophet is the question. Because they are wrapping around. I like this move. They're smoked up. Waiting patiently. They'll show. Open with the Atos, and they'll just blow up G. So that's a nice pickoff as they go rushing into the jungle
Oh
now.
my
They're
God,
going to
yeah.
force them out. Look how fast. Extreme was just like, nope, I don't
Yeah.
want this. We have
This
no
is
interest in
BKB
fight.
Doom is just unstoppable right now. The only hope you have of challenging him is an Ag's Coil, and even that is just a keep away. He can ignore the Mars. It's really just Nefrit show at the moment. But yeah, look, top 2 net worths, Wraith King Doom. Like, these heroes they're so strong. It's only going to get worse.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward that when Doom reaches this timing with his BKB, typically what you want to do is kind of like soft commit and kite as much as possible, but that is not what EXTREMUM's lineup wants to do. They want to be able to take team fights right now. Question is, how do you take it when you have to go through that guy?
Nefrit's really kind of throwing his weight around here, Ken. He does have that Aegis, so feels like he wants to. G needs to be careful, though. He's very forward.
Yeah, this is a game of cat and mouse. You can't really go for the Bristle. And if you're the side of EXTREMUM, you can't really go for Wraith King or Doom either. So it's all about, do you find anyone else out of position like G?
They found G again. Turn around, nice silence. Doom comes out though. BKB pinned over into the wall. Can they finish him off? Yes, they'll be able to take down Bigman. Bigman actually buys back here. Sashla goes down. Nefrit, he is indeed ruptured, so he's got to run away. Over on the side, she was just man-fighting here with Slayer, but the rest of the team is here. This is not an even fight, my friends, as Ghost Stick will fall in the mid lane while they're all busy paying attention to Chu.
We take those, says the side of Unique. That is exactly what you're looking for. Just slow the game down. You get a favorable exchange. You get 2 bounties. An even game is a 1 game.
I do really like the fact that Puck is scaling in this game, though. That gives me hope that their lineup will extend a little bit later than it probably should with just a Bristleback carry. But
Heart. I mean,
still hard.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Heart is a pretty beast item nowadays, and it's also arguably the strongest peak you can have as the Bristle. I think the Spell Amp build is okay if you're not playing against Doom. You just, you got to be something that's just able to fight even when doomed. And it's not great because you can't cast spells, which means you have no damage. Oh, hold up.
Bignum spotted out.
Oh, the courier's going to hunt him.
They're looking. Lots of damage, though, over here on the side. Bignum just waiting patiently. Satchel joining in, and the G just gets chopped down. Palantina's joining in on the fight. Pikachu getting a lot of damage off in this fight. Takes down Saslo. And now it's just Nefrit as he's running away. Palantina's sitting very, very low, though, so he is going to back off, just lifesteal off these creeps, and this is exactly what they want. They push them off the tower. They end up saving the support, and they can just go right back to farming.
Yep, and this Wraith King is very, very strong. That's why we see it first two'd in pretty much every region. You have your answers to it, but at the end of the day, the hero's just pretty damn strong, and you can't go toe-to-toe with him as a Bristleback pretty much ever in this game.
He's still being very aggressive here. I mean, I know that EXTREMUM has to be aggressive, but, like, you're down a couple people.
And no
They're
Doom.
not close.
You can't kill him though. It's just a waste of your time, and really the only way you lose a fight as Unique is to initiate on Bristle and have his team turn it around. 20 seconds on Aegis. He's got to play this close.
Yeah, it feels like he doesn't want to risk it. Look, he's just backing off now.
Time to fully retreat. Make sure you actually get the Aegis regen, because that's what Unique are trying right now. They want to be able to cancel that regen and then get a easy kill.
Uh-oh, G. Ruptured up, silence, just trying to teleport away. This is not going to happen, my friend. As down goes G.
It's
a rough game for him this time. Jump forward, though. They're going to try to make moves on Pikachu, and he just uses his BKB to walk away.
That's not going to work on this man. He's a player.
He's a large lad.
A spear? Maybe. Arena into spear? No. This man has reactions sufficient to deal with it, and he'll take a BKB charge for both ultis squandered and the Devour bonus gold. My God.
My God. That Aghanim Scepter is going to be real sick against a Bristleback.
That pretty much just like ends Bristle. You said, you like Doom better against single core lineups. That's pretty much what this has turned into.
Yeah, that's true.
He took the Doom talent as well. He's just going to delete Bristle, and that'll be that, because Unique will still have a Wraith King. And a Bloodseeker as well. That I really love the items from Ghost Stick. You think he, just Atos for the catch, straight into Pipe. That'll negate a lot of the Puck damage, the Earth Spirit damage. It'll almost always get the full reduction on allies.
This feels like the same problem EXTREMUM had in game number 1, where they put all their eggs in one particular basket, and they just end up not having the damage. Right, because in the second game, it was the play around the Alchemist. That was really, their solution for trying to win the game, and he just didn't take off the way that they needed him. And the rest of the cast is just, it's a supporting cast. It's not main damage. It's not, big boy numbers. This keeps happening to them.
The Doom mid is just, it's mwah. This is that secret ingredient, that special sauce that gets you coming back to the restaurant forever. Like, you can't replace it. I don't think there was any other hero that would have had as much of an impact, especially considering how he'll just straight up delete the win condition of the Bristle as whenever he chooses. He just has to buy an Ags.
Yeah, no longer going the Ags, but Shivas now. But that's it's still really good versus Bristleback, and it now gives you better like team fight.
I'm fine with that. He doesn't.
Either one's fine.
He doesn't need Ags until the Bristle is the only problem. For now, they still have others to deal with.
This is looking like a dead Slayer, though. It doesn't have the rest of his teammates nearby. So they'll get a nice pick off here in the bottom lane, but I don't think it's quite enough here. But hey, a kill's a kill. 25-minute runes will be coming up shortly. Nefrit, throwing his weight around, does have that completed heart, as they will spy on him.
Yeah, this is the right play.
Follow up with the arena from Sashlo, but again, where's the rest of the team? Where's your damage? BKB coming out from Pikachu. Just kite this Bristle, hold him in place. Chu was looking for an opening. Looks like they'll be able to go take down Palantimos for the first time, but he's coming right back up again. Beautiful Dream Coil getting used as they hold him right around the Serpent Wards. Chu, they've already got the Doom off over here on Sashlo, but it's not enough as Ghostic has to run away, and there's just so much garbage all over him that he is going to fall. So, EXTREMUM.
Good fight.
This opening.
The Doom was not on the right target. Chetchlo, he had already ulted and speared the wrong Doom target. If you use it on Nefrit, his damage gets deleted. And if you use it on the puck, you know, that's probably a kill. But yeah, there's the power of the Bristleback with this build. You can't really kill him. You can stop his damage, but he is not a target. And unless they take a better engagement, kill off his support at the start, that is going to still go EXTREMUM's way. Slayer might be slain once again. Will they find him?
Pretty fast. Might have to blink forward here. It's like they gamble on the wrong direction, though, so Slayer will be lucky and make it out.
Falcon Blade Mars, huh?
Yeah, I like it.
That courier gets
Oh.
immediately found by Sashlo.
I'm a fan of Falcon Blade on all heroes.
The Glimmer Cape buys him a little time, but the rest of the team is, of course, nearby. That's going to be a dead Slayer.
That Falcon Blade damage.
I will agree that Falcon Blade is decently stat efficient. As in, it's not the most status efficient item, but it does offer you all the stats that a lot of heroes like.
This game's getting a little spooky for Unique. 3k gold behind. It's. I actually, you know, thinking about it, I'm going to disagree on the Shivas. Why not an AC? Maybe the Wraith King wanted to get it, but, you know, Wraith King can always just go raw damage instead. You know, he could have a BKB Blink as an example, because that's really what I feel like this squad is missing. They have no Blink Initiator. And consider that Death Prophet or Earthsphere just straight up explode to a Blink in from the Wraith King.
They're going to make their way into the pit.
Walking in.
Big tanky boy here, but again,
Push is low.
they finish him off fast enough is a question. Yes, they do. Nefrit will grab up that Aegis. And they'll use that Rupture over here on the side. We'll just force him to hold. But I think you're okay with that. You just got yourself an Aegis. Rupture's down. He's a big tanky boy.
Yeah.
Push out the lanes. I don't like to see them group up right now after Roshan was just taken, mixed with the fact that this Bristleback just hit his heart timing. I don't think you want to fight them right now.
No.
So I would have liked to see somebody like immediately run top like the Coddle to blast that wave. Somebody else maybe start making their way down to bottom lane to try and force somebody to deal with split push.
Yeah. You can see Palantimos, he's queuing up the blank. He knows what's missing now. Like, they just can't kill things, and that's a big problem for him at the moment. It is very tough to win games of Dota if you never are the team that can make the play.
I will say, I think itemization
down.
has gone a long way for EXTREMUM to prolong the strength of their lineup as far as it has. The Solar Crest, this Heart build,
Yeah.
all really good things.
They're buffing him up here. Exorcism does get used. Palantimos going forward. They drop the Blood Right. Again, this Death Prophet with the Exorcism is proving a problem as they'll jump back in over onto Palantimos. We'll throw out that Atos, hold Nefrit into place, but again, they're still putting a decent amount of damage on these towers. The fortification is going to come out. Pikachu looking for this opening, looking for the perfect target here to Doom, but he's not going to be able to quite grab it because they're playing very far back. Sashlo, though, jumping forward, has his eyes on Slayer and Ghostic. Able to go throw the Hex out, and they've dropped the Serpent Wards as well over onto the back line, so they will lose Bignum. Sashlo focusing over onto the side. Looks like Slayer will fall. Chu also going down. He's going a bit deeper.
He's warp trapped.
He's trapped over on the side. Pikachu trying to get out. He's trying to put this damage over here onto Nefrit. He's a big baddie, but they're just not able to quite get over there in time.
Still need better Doom targets from Pikachu. That time he went for the Earth Spirit. Really want to see him just delete the puck from existence when possible.
It's so hard for him to get into the back lines, though.
Well, the puck's initiating. Like, I would just... He's BKB'd, you know, just
Right.
hold it. The Lincoln's is up. That was new for that last fight. Probably why he's trying to avoid him, but it's the same threat if you go for any core. This whole game now will change once the Ags is picked up, because it's suddenly... What's the game? Whack-a-mole. You know, you want to doom the Bristle, but he's going to get Lincolns placed on him. Avoiding that will be the secret to winning a fight.
You're trying to take a fight here, knowing that the puck was not there at the time. Pikachu coming forward, putting out some more of this damage. Melju's making his way over. The TP comes out. It's going to be Sasha who goes down here. The roll forward coming out from Shu. And there's just so much damage over here on the Wraith King. He does have the reincarnation, though. He's going to be coming back up again. Melju back into this fight here. Throws out the Dream Coil. The rest of the team, they can't do anything to help him. He's left all alone. This is a very dead Wraith King.
An effort, man. 10 CS the minute he's owning. This guy's unstoppable. And
Which one do you go for here? I think you go regen, but does Heart still amplify?
Yeah, you get the regen.
Percentage. It's based off your max health regen. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily do anything specific, but they do have the Sanj, so that will amplify your.
Quill stack's not going to help you, because right now you're going to die during Doom.
Yeah.
Or you're going to win the game. So you'd rather just have the regen, because you're not getting quills off anyway once you're doomed with the break applied.
Radiant structures
This is a fright train with no brakes right now for EXTREMUM as they go rolling on in. Chu looking for a target. Does get Ato's up, but it doesn't matter because he's also gotten ruptured. Be able to use the blinding light, push him back, and Bignum holding on to Chu, so he will fall. But Nefert is just chasing down the Shadow Shaman. Already dropped the wards at the very least, but it's not going to be able to do a whole heck of a lot because look at this regen on Nefert.
Bristleback. I'm telling you, it's the truth. You can't kill him. How can you kill what does not die?
You get an Ags, and
Yeah.
you do it a little bit earlier, perhaps, instead of that Shiva's, but...
Yep, I mean, Pikachu's desperate. He's like, he knows what they need, but unfortunately, it's a little too late. They're already down the 1 racks.
And they keep desperately trying to push them off using this Blood Right, but, you know, look at this Death Prophet. These ghosts are doing work. It's a position 5, and yes, he's died several times now, but he's got the kit to get things done.
Right. Ags up. Don't, you know, I want to see pre-Lincolns onto the Bristle. He doesn't have it. 1,000 gold. What? He was farming. He has 1,000 gold away.
He's feeling the pressure. He's feeling the pressure, and that's why he came back. All right, Hex over here onto this Bristleback. He's just going to stand there. Again, very, very tanky. That silence getting dropped. Sasha jumping forward. They want to take out the Shadow Shaman. They'll be able to do it. And now they're chasing after Palantimos. Pikachu chasing after G and everyone here, but they just can't seem to get over there fast enough. They've got the Dream Coil over on the back line. The Doom comes out. It's only on the Bristleback. He doesn't care. He just wants to stand and fight. G sitting very, very low now. Are they going to be able to kill him? He's not going to be able to. He's still house somehow. Just using that Spirit Siphon. He's alive. He's going to be able to make it out. Pikachu gets taken down by Melojo. Bignum running for his life now. Has the Glimmer Cape. You've got Ghostic. He's very, very speedy, but you just cannot kill this Bristleback. He could be running around in circles right now. He's got so much reach, and he's such a tanky hero. What are you going to do, Unique? You're going to watch this guy just break down the door into your house, give you a wink, and just sit there and be like, well, I don't know. Look at this. No brakes on this train.
You can't kill him.
They go for the blade mail now. That's desperation. Yeah, look at this. Look at this big boy. He just cannot take him down. You don't have the solutions. You don't have the break.
He's getting attacked by a Wraith King and he's healing.
Yep. Okay, maybe they'll finally be able to... nope, still alive. Jeez, he's fine. He's absolutely fine here. And, you know, that Dream Coil coming in over onto 3. Down goes the support. Pikachu's going to be up soon, but, you know, what can he hope to do here? Everyone's just leash being held into place. He's just too powerful. Look at him, Ghostic, running for his life. They spear over onto the side. Valentimos, this is not looking good for you. This Bristleback does not care. Ruptured again. How many ruptures have we seen on Nefert now? I think we've seen at least 2 or 3. Finally, you know, they did take down Sashlo. Pikachu's up. He wants 2. So they're going to try to force him back, rolling out there with that Lotus Orb, but they just don't want to commit too hard because it's just too scary. Now Ghostic, couple more hits. Down he goes. Nefert is just here to stay, my friends. This is his house now. You better move out.
Yeah, it's actually so insane. The goo against Bloodseeker, it's percent-based movement speed reduction. So even with all the allies on his squad low, he just brings them down to a clickable rate. Now G pops the ulti. still alive this entire engagement. Now with another exorcism. They have been inside this base for over 3 minutes now.
Squatters' rights, he owns this place now. Look at Palatimus, he's desperate. Absolutely desperate to try to just get rid of this bristleback. There's a look of just complete and utter concentration coming out. And Nefert just does not care. Says, all right, yeah, throw everything you got on me. They are trying to make some moves on the Death Prophet. Okay, that's good. So the wards will come out. So they finally take down G, the follow-up. They get the Doom off this time. And this is exactly what they needed. They needed to get that Ags online, but the damage is already done. Sashlo running away. They have the Rupture. They're just going to chase him down. That BKB is going to end off just a second here. They need one more hit. Down he goes. So Palatimus will get himself a kill. But look at this damage. Look at all of the buildings that have been ripped down in Unique Space.
I hate to, well, I don't hate to, this is what I do, but items, man.
Yeah, Kyle
the Shivas is just not the item for Pikachu. It feels good to have, but they just got straight up destroyed by a Bristle. That entire timing was solely because there was no break mechanic available, there was no Doom Ags, and you can't kill Bristle, let alone twice.
It is definitely, I think, a learning experience for everyone, for Pikachu, for people watching and stuff. Like, there is a huge difference between the Bristleback in previous fights and then this one where he's broken. Massive difference, and Pikachu, I'm sure, is kicking himself for not getting this item sooner.
Indeed. As anyone with a broken heart can tell you, things are very different before and after. But I don't want to tell too many stories about my life. Shut up, Cap. I have feelings too.
We know, you share them quite often.
Well, I don't have anyone else to talk to except for you idiots.
It's all right.
You.
Everything's
Weeks
gonna be
and weeks.
okay. Everything's gonna be okay, Kyle.
And suddenly I praise Ghost X items, but suddenly it just does not. It feels very underwhelming
All
with an
right.
Atos pipe. Hold up.
Here we go. Here we go. Look at this here. The Doom, he's running forward. He wants to get the Doom off over on the Bristleback. They have a nice Dream Coil, though, holding them all in place. Lincolns gets popped on Nefrit.
That was a pre-Lincolns from the puck. That was really well played by Pikachu.
Very smart. Roll in from Chu. And they finish him off. Okay, beautiful arena coming in hot here. They should be able to go and take down one of these supports. Yes, oh, it's going to be Pikachu, actually, who goes down. During all of this, there's going to be the buyback, though. Ghostic next to fall. Bingham holding into place over here onto the puck, but he's going to fall. Wards have already been used. Palantimos, he's got that blade mail, and they're doing a lot of damage to him, and they're getting it right back again. But Nefrit, again, they just don't have a solution to this guy. He's on a triple kill. When you don't have that Doom on him, he is just too big, too scary. In fact, look at this. Death Prophet just goes right here into this pit. They're going to take the next Roche. Buyback coming out now from Palantimos. They don't want to allow them to do this. This is going to be just too scary because it's so hard to take down Nefrit in the first place. Pikachu getting into position, still has that Doom online. Has to be very aware of that Lincolns that keeps getting place on Nefrit, because that is your button that deletes him.
That was so sick. The roster was isolated. They don't really have any Doom cancels whatsoever. A little bit of an oversight from Pikachu. He needed his own rock throw or something to cancel the Lincolns himself. Well played by Puck. Again, just, you know, if Nefrit doesn't get doomed, he can't die. You saw the cancel, but at that point, the fight's already over.
Well, he had Doom still. So
yeah.
Did he have a refresher?
He got silenced in the middle of the Mars ult.
Everybody
and couldn't get it off.
gets an Ag Scepter. We do have Coddle Ag Scepter online now. We have the Ag Scepter on the Earth Spirit. He's looking for the open. Does manage to get the Doom off this time, so this is looking good for now. But the follow-up here from the Coddle onto the backlines comes Sashla. He does have that BKB, though. Palantimos, he's taking a lot of damage. He's going to be coming up for his second life. And we've got a bit of a split fight here as Chu is just fighting everyone. The Doom's still active over here on the Bristleback, but it's not enough. They weren't able to get enough damage. He's back up again. Bignom's going to fall to the Crib Swarm. Chu is just looking to roll around, cause some chaos on the backlines. And Sashla also just running, chasing after Slayer on the back. And now we get another Rupture here, but again, it doesn't seem like they seem to care. That's going to be Rax. That's Megas. I don't know what they can hope to do. Now the GG gets called. They realize they cannot stop this Bristleback without break.